Hey guys, and welcome back to Cooking for the Missus, and a very Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Today's recipe, we're going to be making a perfect fail-safe roast turkey for your Christmas dinner. Let's take all the anxiety out of making a roast turkey. Follow this recipe, it is really simple, you can't go wrong. So what we're going to need for this is 1 lemon, I've got some fresh thyme. We want to use a whole stick of butter, it's Christmas, why not? Some fresh rosemary. I've got some packet chestnuts here, they're already cooked. I've got some dried sweetened cranberries, a few carrots, some nice posh clementines, a couple of white onions, a really good quality chicken stock needed for this one. I've got some smoked bacon, salt and pepper should you need it, a pack of plain sausage meat, and the pièce de résistance, we have our chicken. Mine's 3.5 kilograms, obviously that will serve about 4 people-ish. It is Christmas, we're all quite greedy, so probably for you it's only about 2 actually. Let's get on with showing you how to make it. So the first thing we're going to get on with is the stuffing. Get yourself a bowl, a few of your chestnuts, some of your cranberries, and a little bit of fresh rosemary and thyme. Put your sausage meat into a bowl. Then all we're going to do is just really finely chop all these ingredients just to add it to the stuffing. You can add whatever you want to the stuffing, it makes no difference, it's entirely your preference. These are just the ingredients that I put in because it's everything that we're going to use in the turkey, so everything's going to be singing from the same hymn sheet. Again, you can put in whatever you want at this point. Some lemon zest's normally quite nice in there. Once you've got all the ingredients really finely chopped, just going to add it to the bowl. Then with your lovely Michael Jackson gloved hand, all you want to do is just mince it all together so that all the ingredients are nicely incorporated. Don't be afraid to get your hands in there. Easy as that, the stuffing is now done. So the next part we're going to tackle is going to be the butter. So get your stick of butter, leave it out at room temperature so that it's going to be easy to mix. Get yourself a nice handful of dried cranberries. Then some more of those chestnuts, just save a few of the chestnuts behind because we're going to add that to the gravy later on. Finally chop it all together, chuck it in with the butter, and then again, don't be afraid, get your hand in there and give it a right good mix together. And I'll show you what we're going to do with this soon. So now we're going to go on to the second most important part of the Christmas dinner, and that's going to be the gravy. So what you want to do is get yourself a roasting tin with a wire rack that you can just elevate it off. We're going to make a trivet to put the turkey on top of. So get yourself your carrots. So these don't need to be peeled, washed or anything like that because they're not actually going to be ending up in the gravy. It's just there to flavour it. So in this recipe I'm not going to show you how to make the gravy, but I'll give you a quick once over of what to do. So once you've got all your ingredients in the roasting tin, you want to roast your turkey on top. And then don't forget your turkey, if it takes, for example, 2 hours to cook, it's going to want to take at least an hour to rest. So while you're doing that, just get your pan with all the trivet ingredients in, add a tablespoon of flour, give it a good mix, pass it through a sieve. If you put it back into a saucepan then you can just simmer it down until it thickens and you end up with an absolutely beautiful gravy to go with your turkey. All the ingredients that's going into this trivet is exactly the same ingredients of what we're putting on the turkey. You just want everything, like I said before, just to sing from the same hymn sheet. That way we've got no surprises and everything tastes the same. So slice up your bacon, we're going to add that in as well, it's going to add a nice smoky flavour to it. Then what we want to do is some more of those cranberries. Depending on how many you put in is depending on how sweet your gravy is going to be. By the time it's finished, you want probably more of a sauce consistency than a gravy. So, a few more of the chestnuts go in there now. So this is how your turkey is obviously going to sit. You'll put your turkey on top of the trivet. This is going to form 2 things now. So one, when you put the stock in, A, it's there for flavour, but it's also there to give a nice steamy environment so that your turkey doesn't dry out. Once you've done that, the only thing you need to add to it, just add the giblets, and you're going to cook all that together underneath the turkey. The juices are going to drip on it and it's going to be beautiful. Now it's time to give your bird a right good seeing to. Don't tell my wife that, please. So what I'm going to do with this turkey is going to be absolutely fail safe every single time. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So first of all, this is the neck end. This is where you're going to place your stuffing. And this is the cavity. I'll show you what's going to go in there shortly, but the first thing we need to do is make a pocket underneath the skin. So put your hand under the skin. We want to try and do this to put all the flavoured butter under there. So once your butter's in there, it's going to be really good because it's basically going to be a self-basting turkey. So I didn't baste my turkey at all. It took about 2 hours 20 minutes to cook. So all I did for the last half an hour, just took the foil off. There was no need to baste anywhere through the cooking process because the butter is just going to seep all the way down there and keep it lovely and moist. This one's such a simple recipe, you don't have to keep going back to it every half an hour. So make sure your gloves are nice and secure. What we're going to do now is just get handfuls of this beautiful flavoured butter, place it underneath the skin of the bird, and then you want to massage it. Please don't tell my wife that I've been massaging birds on TV. She won't be very happy with me. So literally handfuls at a time. There's no right or wrong for this, you just want to make sure that there's a right good packet of butter under the skin. If you tear the skin a little bit, it's not the end of the world. I tear mine a little bit. Don't worry about it, don't lose any sleep, it's fine. We're going to carry on doing this now until we've used most of the butter. Depending on the size of the bird is obviously going to be depending on the amount of butter that you put in. We do the same from the neck end as well, just to make sure that it's all over the turkey. I've just got a thing with massaging turkeys. So same again, up the neck end, and massage it all flat. Now it's time to add the stuffing to the bird. So with one big confident swoop, get the stuff in, just hold the neck fat back. What you want to do is just stretch that skin over the stuffing, and that's it. It's easy as that. So long as you're confident, it will go easy. So now, the next thing we need to tackle is what's going up the jacksie. So, all I want to do is make sure we don't overstuff the cavity of the turkey. If we do that, the air won't be able to circulate and you won't get an even cook throughout the bird. So, the things I'm adding to it is all going to impart moisture into it. So the lemon and the orange, as they cook, they're going to produce steam, which is going to cook the turkey inside and make it absolutely delicious. Like I say, it's really important that you don't overstuff this turkey, otherwise it won't go very well. Now, you just want to put a layer of your smoked bacon over the top. This is going to do two things. One, it's going to add absolutely amazing flavour, and the second, it's going to give more fat over the top, meaning that you really don't have to go back to baste this bird at all. So, our bird is almost ready for the oven. Once all the bacon's over the top, literally all we need to do now is just make sure we take it from our tray that we had it on, put it onto our trivet, and then we're ready for the oven. So what you need to do here, guys, this is where the technical comes in. So when we're roasting our bird, like I say, we do want to cover it in foil, but we always want to make sure it's cooked. So two ways of doing that. One, just follow the packet instructions, or two, get yourself one of these digital thermometers. All you'll do is put it into the thickest part of the bird. Once it gets to at least 68 degrees Celsius, that's it. It's done. Easy as that. So now, just wrap your turkey in foil. My oven is preheated to 180 degrees. It's a 3.5 kilogram bird. For me to get up to 68 degrees internal temperature, it took 2 hours and 20 minutes. Just remember for the last half an hour to take the foil off. Once it's out, your bird always needs to rest for at least half the cooking time, just to let all those juices redistribute back throughout the bird. And that is it, guys, as easy as that. Thank you very much for watching this recipe. If you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to become part of the family. And to each and every one of you, have a fantastic, very Merry Christmas. See you next time, guys.